my product is going to help you get to where you want to be.
5%ers is 5% of the people in the world that are willing to do whatever it takes to reach their goals.
Come on, Bob, get on. Go!
We're talking about business, success, education, willing to do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Ronline Report. Great guest today. This is someone you probably haven't heard of, but you will be hearing about him very soon. He is 5% nutrition athlete, now in Miami recently, based formerly in Czech Republic and before that Belarus. Please welcome ILia GOLEM Yefimchyk. How are you, sir?
Hi everyone. It's a pleasure to me to be on your show, and I want to say every fan that it's a pleasure to me to be here and to talk to you.
Yeah, we found out about you through Ed Connors, who used to own all of the Gold's gyms basically, and he's always been a great talent scout. He's always spotted guys with amazing talent potential before they became famous. And like I said, you're not that popular now, but I think that's going to change very, very soon once people get a good look at you, because you're enormous. You're 6 foot, 340 pounds, 25-inch arms. And, you know, a lot of people, as much as we say it's all about aesthetics and who wins contests, a lot of guys out there just want to be inspired by big, big, strong, massive guys. And I don't think it gets much more bigger and stronger and massive than you are, sir. So, Ilya, tell me a little bit about yourself. You were originally from Belarus, correct?
Yes. I was born in Belarus, and after I moved to Czech Republic, and I lived 12 years in the Czech Republic. Yeah. And now I'm here in Miami.
Okay. So what kind of kid were you? Were you a big muscular kid? Did you play a lot of sports?
No. In childhood, it's funny, but in childhood, I was not a gifted child in a physique. I was very small and skinny, you know. And if I tell you that in 15, I couldn't get a one push-up.
Wow.
It's funny. It's funny when you see me now. It's funny comparison, you know. But I'm really sure that I'm not gifted, but I have here and here, I have a dream to be big, you know, to become a Hulk, to become a strong man, to become a big man. When I saw movies like a Terminator or Rambo, I saw these guys. I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they said, yeah, I want to be like them. I want to be like them. I want to become big like them. I want to come outside and to see people who saw me and said, yeah, look at this guy. He's really big. He's really massive. And this was my dream, you know. And I'm really sure that this gifted from childhood, it's not so important, because if someone will work hard and will work a long time, everything is possible. And I'm here to show people that everything is possible. Every limitations we have here in our head, you know. Yeah. I'm really sure that people can fly, you know, but here we have that limitations. And maybe one time we can, you know.
So how did you start training? How old were you? And was it at home or at a gym? How did you get started?
Yeah, you know, it's a really fun story, but I'm from a small town in Belarus. It's like 10,000 people in the whole town, you know. It's like a very small town. And when I was 15, the new gym was opened in our town. It was a small gym, like, you know, 5 machines, bench press, punching bag, and that's all, you know. And that time I said that, yes, this is a real deal. I need to go to this gym to make muscles like Arnold, you know, because I saw some videos when he lifted weights, and I didn't have any magazine, any book about bodybuilding, only these films and only my own vision how it may work. You know, I come to this gym and I saw these machines. I really don't care how to train on these machines, and any personal trainer were not here. You know, it's not like today that you come to gym, you have all informations by mouse click, you have everything, and you know, we had not everything, anything. You know, I come here, some guy come to me and told me that, yeah, you need to train bicep. I said, yeah, bicep, and they want also chest, like Arnold. I want a bicep and chest, you know, right. No back, no legs, you know. Okay, give this dumbbell and do exercise like these, like curls, you know.
Yeah.
And ask, yeah, how much reps, how much sets? Yeah. 10 reps, 10 sets, you know, and was remembering me to stand and to make this exercise, and I also don't have any you know, it was very hard to me to see other guys, other bigger guys than me, and they also have some plan to train, but I hadn't any plan.
Yeah. And you were only a kid. This is 15 years old. You were.
I started with bodybuilding with 15 years old. Before I do many other sports like skiing or cycling. You know, like every child. Like I played soccer with my buddies. You know, tennis but I started with bodybuilding like in 15 years. And after a year of these trainings, I gained 10 kilos of my body weight.
Wow.
It was really, you know, if you see me, you don't look that time, you don't say that this guy is a bodybuilder or something like that. I was getting the normal weight, like 10 kilos, but I felt that I'm a bodybuilder, you know, everything. I come to the school and I was like a bodybuilder. When I talk to someone, I felt like a bodybuilder. I start talking about exercises because, you know, it's very funny, but after a year of training, I was felt like a really good guy in this field, you know, that I can talk someone how he need to train, how he need to achieve his bicep measurement. I really, you know, I wrote a message to Santa, to a new year, you know, to Christmas, that I need to achieve a bicep measurement about 18 centimeters, and I will be very happy. It's like
18 centimeters. I can figure that out. Hang on.
18 inches. 18 inches.
Oh, I was going to say 18 centimeters is very small.
No, 18 inches.
Yeah.
No. Like it's 45 centimeters.
So
and that time,
I didn't ask you, how many kilos did you weigh before you started training?
Like 70 kilos. 70 kilos. But I'm tall, you know, I'm tall, and this weight is for me is nothing, you know, like 70 kilos. I look like a girl, you know, and
you've gained 200 pounds since then, basically 200 pounds. Wow.
Yeah.
So Ilya, did you have internet back there?
You mean that time, or
when you were in Belarus, did you have the internet to go on websites and look at different training programs and things like that?
No. This is you know, it was very hard that time. We just started to have internet in our homes, and it was like very small, and it was paid for every megabyte of information, and also parents looked very carefully what I do on internet, and also, we didn't use it. It's not like today that you have unlim and you see videos and other content,
Yeah, because I mean, this is Belarus, so it was part of the former Soviet Union, right? Belarus.
Yeah.
So a lot of those countries, they struggled financially, and a lot of them still do after the Soviet Union, disbanded.
Yeah.
So I guess Belarus, like, because I know a lot of people from Ukraine, and their economy, they've had a rough time since the end of the USSR. So how did you end up going to Prague or Czech Republic?
No, it was a decision after my school. I moved to Czech Republic to study economics, like a high school.
Yeah.
And I'm not good in economics, but it's not my way, and I felt it from the first enter of this university, and it was like a way to move from Belarus, because in Belarus we have no conditions to make your dream reality, and I felt it in that time, and it was a possibility to move to Czech Republic. After that, I was studied in the school, and I tried to find my way, and I recognize that my way is bodybuilding, my way is fitness, my way is in this field, and I need to make some decision to get a trainer license or to start working like a trainer, and in a future to have own gym, like every trainer have a dream to have his own gym and to train the clients in gym, or have a team of trainers, and I make the dream reality.
Yeah, you still own. So how long have you owned Eagle? It's Eagle Fitness, and it's in Prague.
Yeah, it's Eagle Fitness. I was started with the gym in a year, like 8 years ago.
Okay, wow.
8 years ago, and it was really pretty hard to in these beginnings, because we have really big rent in Prague. We have really big prices for energy, for water, and after maintenance. But compared to United States, we have really small amount of charge for monthly payment from clients, and if you compare this, you really have money to only to pay guys from gym, to pay trainers, to pay reception, and maybe for ice cream for you, but it's
so you're only 31 years old, so you opened this gym up when you were just 23, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's not too many 23-year-olds are.
I'm not waiting for anything. I need to. We if you want something, why you will wait for it? You come and get it. You come and get it. I'm this type of man, and I'm from the time when I moved to Czech Republic. I'm not scared about anything. I had big problems. I had a big problems with my gym. I had a big problems with economics of my gym, and other people told me that why you do it. It's very hard. You're really stressful every day. You don't sleep. Like this. But this is the way to make your dream reality. This is the way to achieve something that more than normal. That for people in normal life, like I didn't want to have a normal job, to work from Monday to Friday and have a weekend. It's for me, it's not way. I need to have something more, and also I didn't make it for money. You know, I everything I do it for idea. You know, that gym in Prague, it's like a Metroflex here in United States, and every friend told me that it's a financial hole. It's not good in our days to make this gym like Metroflex, because this is the time has changed, and you know, modern people, millennials, want something other. They want modern gyms with a clean environment, with machines, with stacks. You know, they want something another that
Like
I would.
like a Planet Fitness chain in the
Yeah,
U.S.
yeah. Maybe something like this.
Yeah.
But I had an idea to build this kind of gym, and I built it. I had problems with it, but I really followed my way, and I didn't stop, you know. And now it's one of the famous gym in Czech Republic, the mecca of bodybuilding in Czech Republic. And it's not my words; it's words from people who came to this gym, you know. A lot of professional bodybuilders train in my gym. A lot of
There's some who are some of the pros that train there, because Czech Republic has some really good pros.
Lukáš Osladil.
Oh, Lukáš.
If you know Lukáš.
Yeah.
By the way, I helped him with his preparation, and also Milan Šádek. Yeah. Other good guys. Okay, Milan trained in another gym, but he was in my gym, and I think he was good in my gym, but it's not near here. I have a cat here.
It's okay. Oh man! So, how many languages do you speak? I'm curious.
I speak Russian, Belarusian, Czech, and
English, obviously.
Maybe English, but you know, it's like I have a talent in languages, but I need some time to improve my level of speaking. You know, I'm here 2 months, and I would just started, and I'm sorry for.
Oh, dude, your English is very, very good, I think, especially because you've only. Now, what you're in Miami? You moved here just back in November. What made you decide to come to Miami?
You know, the whole my life I lived in areas where half of a year, like summer, half of a year it's winter. You know, and I hate winter. It's for me, it's laziness. For me, it's infections. For me, it's cold, and you know, it's not good for me. Like to build my body, you know, because when I'm sick, it's like a month without it raining, you know. But here in Miami, the whole year, I have ideal conditions to my training to gain weight, and you know, it's a very, very good thing that when I moved here, I start to be leaner. Now I'm leaner, but I have the same weight. I improve my quality. I improve my strength. Here I'm feeling more better than in areas like Europe, and you know, now they have a snow. They have a degrees. You know, it's.
I'm up in Boston. It snows here all the time in the winter, so I know all about winter and snow. But so I'm curious, what do you consider yourself, a bodybuilder? Or, I mean, you're an enormous guy, but you've never competed in bodybuilding, right?
Yeah, but you know, I'm really respectful for bodybuilders. I know what it means to make a preparation. I know what it means to have this last few months to a competition. What it means, what how it's hard. But you know, for me to compete, I'm not this type of man who want to compete on the stage, to show his muscles on the stage. I'm not this kind of man, you know. I decided that I will use my muscles and my physical conditions to show people and other things, you know, like to motivate people to change their lives, to do good deeds, you know, like what. Also, how I look, I also have attention from a people, you know, and when I will speak to them, it's a very big. It's they will listen to me, you know.
Well, you know, you remind me a lot of the late Rich Piana, and
Yeah.
Rich wasn't worried about competing. He just wanted to be inspirational, and he did inspire millions and millions of people around the world.
Yeah.
Did you know Rich at all personally?
Personally, I don't know him because I hadn't this pleasure to meet him. But you know, the first words from Ed Connors, you know, were, "Hey, you look like European Rich Piana," you know. And every day from it's a long time, you know, that every day I receive the messages from people. I saw comments on my photos that, "Look here, it's new Rich Piana," or "This guy looks the similar way like Rich Piana," or I think that this is Rich Piana, you know, and I hear it every day. And you know, I'm not a copycat of Rich Piana. I respect him. It was a great man, but I'm another man. I have my own way, but I think that we are similar in this field, that we want to motivate people to grow, you know, in each field. It's not like about a bodybuilding. It's not like a sport, but the main thing is when I see a bodybuilder or a man with a good physical conditions, I don't see muscles. First of all, I see discipline and self-sacrifice, you know, and this is really rare in our days, you know, because most people, most millionaires are lazy, you know. They are finding only ways to not do anything, you know. But in the past days it was another, because we hadn't anything, but we also put a big amount of work in our dreams to make it reality, you know. But in these days, and I want to change it. I want to show people that it's really possible, that you need to start doing, you know. And if you start doing every day something like hour after year, you achieve a big amount of work, you know, and you will achieve a great result. This is the reason why I'm here, and this is the reason why I come here, because you have a nice country, you know. Here is a place of possibilities. If you want something and you will hard work, you achieve it, you know, because really a great amount of places in our earth where people want something, but they are limited from some factors of environment, you know, politics or social, or, you know. But here is you open the whole world, and why not do this?
Yeah, they call it the land of opportunity. I think it's a very accurate name. Speaking of nicknames, you have a nickname called Golem. Now, where did you get that? Is that in reference to the old the old mythical giant Gollum, or is that Gollum from Lord of the Rings?
No, it's not from Lord of the Rings, because no.
He was skinny.
Yeah, he was ugly, and also he's not about a bodybuilding, you know. And he had fish. I had fish. And
Eats raw fish, sushi, yeah.
yeah. Okay. My nickname is from Golem. Golem. A long time I was lived in Czech Republic, and in their culture, it's a Jewish monstrum.
Yeah.
From the past. It's like a figure that was created by some guy. And this monstrum was his bodyguard or something like that.
Yeah.
But it looks like the way like a Hulk.
Right,
And
right.
and also it was a stone man, like and maybe I choose this one because I lived in the Czech Republic long time, and in their culture is this figure is very very important.
Yeah. I mean, that's their Hulk, but they've had that legend or myth going back probably like 500-600 years.
Yeah.
It's a very old legend.
Yeah.
So you're training. I'm curious. Do you train in bodybuilding style? Do you also do powerlifting? How would you describe the way you train, or do you do all kinds of different stuff?
I do everything. I do everything, but everything I do with a strictly plan. When I back home from my training, I make some decision. Okay, today we did legs, and what was wrong, what was right, how I'm feeling, and I make a plan for next training. What I need to achieve, the way I will train. If I will do some 3-6 reps in a set, or if I will do some 20 reps or more. If I do bodybuilding style training, or if I do powerlifting style training, and also I need to push my limits higher and higher. All my way from, as I said, 15 years for now, it's a pushing my limits, and now I don't stop now. A lot of people told me that, yeah, okay, that's enough. Just stop. That's enough. And they told me that 5 years ago when I was a house like now, And they told me, you are the biggest. Just stop it. But it's not about me, And now I'm on preparation. I now gain weight, and I want to push it to 360. And now today I just making a video about my eating, because I eat like 15,000 kilocalories daily. 15,000.
Wow.
And like 90%. And most important thing, that 90% of that food is clean food. It's not like to go to KFC and order some shit and eat 15,000 kilocalories from cheesecakes. It's easy, but it's for nothing, But 15,000 from clean food,
that's impossible for a regular human being to eat that much. So, because geez, I can even, like, a typical meal for you would probably be like 3 huge chicken breasts and like 4 cups of rice, something like that.
20 minutes before our conversation, I just end my second meal, and it was 3 pounds of meat, 3 pounds of beef for one meal, 3 pounds of beef. Today I have a plan to eat 9 pounds of beef. 9 pounds.
How many grams of protein, carbs, fats do you take in a day? Do you know?
Yeah, it's very hard. I didn't check it, but it's
yes. If you're taking in 15,000 calories and those kind of servings, I bet you eat at least 700 or 800 grams of protein a day.
maybe more.
Probably 3,000 grams of carbs a day.
Yeah.
Probably like 400 or 500 grams of fat, if I had to guess. Wow, it's a lot of food.
It's a lot of food. It's a lot of food, and it was a big, it was a hard, long way to get this amount of food real to me. Because you don't. It's not work like this that one day you said, okay, I will eat 15,000 kilocalories, and you stop. You need to prepare your body. You need to prepare your metabolism, and slowly, step by step, achieve this amount of calories. And the most important thing in this field that you need to your body needs to get all these calories.
Absorb it, yeah.
It's not about to eat 10 pieces of cheesecake and be a whole day on a bathroom. It's not about bodybuilding. But I want to show people that like 2 years ago, I was really sure that when I eat 800,000 kilocalories daily, I was really sure that it's maximum, and to eat 10,000, it's not possible.
Right.
Now I'm on this high, and I think it's not maximum for me.
Do you think you could eat even more? Like maybe someday? Because if you get to 360 pounds, that's 20 more pounds of muscle you're gonna have to feed. So you could probably end up somewhere close to 20,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
How much money do you spend on food a week? Do you know?
Oh, yeah. It's every second day I go to Costco to buy some. Yeah, to Costco, and each my visit to Costco cost me like $150.
So that's every other day.
Every second day.
Wow. So that's about $500 a week you're spending.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I eat very clean. I don't, maybe once in a week when I have my cheat day, I visit some bakery or cheesecake factory, and eat 2 pieces of cheesecake. But the normal days, like Sunday to Monday, I eat every day clean because also I check my health, and if I eat something with bad quality or some food some food from fast food or something like this, I'm really sure that in a month I will have problems with my health,
Yeah.
And I need to check it.
You're in Miami. Have you tried any good Cuban food?
Yeah, I was once in a Cuban restaurant, but it's very expensive if I will have this amount of food, and if I will go every day to restaurant, it's
You're basically eating for a family of 4,
Yeah.
So people are going to want to know, looking at you, how strong are you? Have you, I think we talked real quick before we started recording. You've actually tested your limits a little bit on the 3 power lifts, right? Recently?
Yeah. In the bench press, my PRs from past were 6 pounds on a bench, 600 pounds on a bench, 700 pounds on a deadlift, and the same in squat. But it's from past. As I said when I moved here to Miami, I feel much more stronger. And my last training, I did deadlifts with 650 for 5 reps, 4 sets. And it was very easy. And I think now I have more possibilities to make a more bigger PR than I did in my past, you know. But also I am scared about injuries, and every my training I'm use the weights with which comfortable weights, you know.
You're not doing like 1 to 3 reps.
No. Also, I didn't use any supports like knee wraps or something like that. And I'm not a guy who will do 1 rep to blood, you know, to 6 people around him and make this kind of PR. Because for me, it's for nothing, you know. And also for muscle growth, it's for nothing.
Right.
I do minimum 4 reps. And also in a squats, I didn't use some support body, you know, because when I do 6 plates or 7 plates each side, I'm really sure about that I will do that, you know, and this is my point of, and this is my kind of training.
Have you ever had a major injury?
Yeah, I had a broken hand here from a arm wrestling friendly match. It was terrible, and it was 8 years ago before I opened my gym, you know, and it was horrible because a year I didn't have a chance to train. I lose like 30 kilograms of my body weight.
Oof,
wow. And it was very horrible because for me, I had a depression from that because you know, if you train the whole life, and once you can train a whole year, you can realize what kind of depression you can have from it. It's very hard. But I had some problems with my shoulder, but now it's better, and I do some exercises for stabilization of shoulder, and I can say that now it's more better than before, and other injuries I don't have.
I tell bodybuilders all the time, don't arm wrestle, because remember Victor Martinez, he broke his arm the same way. It was in Mexico. Some guy said, "Come here, you big guy. I'm going to arm wrestle you." And arm wrestling is all technique. You can be the biggest guy around, but some smaller guy that knows technique, they can really twist your arm and break it, snap it just like that.
Yeah. And also, you know, you need this technique, and it's also in every movement, in every exercise, in every kind of this, in every sport. The main thing is technique. You know, if you don't have a technique, I saw a big amount of guys in the gym who do a CrossFit or who do something like strongman movements, you know, but with no technique, absolutely no technique, and it's a directly way to injury. When I saw them, you know, the first time I come to them and told them that, guys, what are you doing? You pay a trainer. He will explain you how you need to do this, and after you start with the small weights to improve your technique, and after that you can do this exercise perfectly, you know. But this kind of they train, you know, like the crowd of people around them, they're screaming on them, do this, you need to push it. And I saw this guy to push this barbell, you know, and I saw that he do it the wrong way, you know, and after a year he make an injury and he stopped, and after that he will sit with a bottle of beer and talked about, yeah, one time I was good in this, but this sports is only about injuries, and but one time I was twice good as you,
Yeah. Do you ever have guys tell you they used to be as big as you?
Yeah. It was these stories that they told me that, yeah, I have a friend. He was
It's
a
always a
twice
friend.
as
Always a
you.
friend.
Well, he was the same as you. He looked as you, and in this case, I can say only, show me this friend. Show me this friend. Yeah. Now he is old, but where he was young, as you, he was twice bigger than you.
Of course. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I said, yeah, every second people is twice bigger than me where we live. it's
They're liars. Well, you
yeah,
know what? They don't know any better, but if they're talking about like 20, 30 years ago, there was nobody as big as you 20, 30 years ago. Nobody. It just didn't,
yeah,
they didn't exist yet. Nobody was getting that big. So, yeah.
yeah. But in our days, it's very rare too, because I know the guys from Olympia, and I know Big Remy, I know Ruli Winkler personally. They are my friends, and when they were in Prague in Evil's Prague Pro competition,
Yeah.
I was with them like few days. We go for steaks for restaurants, and uh, they're also excited by my size.
Mm. Yeah. I mean,
It's not,
Rami's probably the only guy I know that's close to your size in the off season. He's about 330, 340 at his biggest. Yeah.
maybe, but he has a long time I didn't saw him, and I saw that he was injured and not competing a year, and now I cannot imagine how he looks now, because in photos it's another than in real, and also with the guys who competing with the bodybuilders, uh, a lot of times I was really ashamed that I see guys in real, and when I saw someone in photos,
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, this is a monster, this is a big guy, it's not possible. When I saw him, it will be like a Hulk. When I met him in real life, it was a guy who was tall, 1 meter 50 centimeters, and looked like a dwarf. And this comparison in photos and in real life is
Yeah.
is not good this way.
I
But
mean, that's Instagram. So many people look way bigger and better on Instagram. Then you
yeah,
meet them in real life, and you're like, huh, you don't really look like that, dude.
yeah. But in my case, I tell you that that's when people meet me in real life,
Yeah.
they said, yeah, in photos you are twice smaller, because in real life, yeah, it's real, it's real. Every man who meet me in real life said that in real I looks like twice bigger than in photos.
Wow, that's very rare. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how did you become part of 5% Nutrition Company?
It's also about Ed Connors, because when he wrote me that I look like a rich piano from Europe, and a long time before I heard it from people that you look like a rich piano, you are Czech rich piano or something like this.
Yeah.
One day I had an idea. Okay, if I have this, why I don't use it? If I have this physique, if I have this similarity, why I don't use it? I need to use it somewhere, because times go very quick, and we don't have a big amount of time in our lives, and some people make their decision very, very, you know, like very late,
Yeah.
you know. And I don't to be this kind of guy who will tell, yeah, one time I had a big plans, but you know, I have a family, I have this one, I have a business, and sorry, but I had it, one time, you know. I just make a decision that I need to move to United States, and you know, I have a wife. I have we don't have a children, but we have 4 cats. You know, I lived
4 cats.
4 cats.
Or not kids, cats. Okay.
Cats. But I lived in the Czech Republic like 12 years. 12 years. You can realize what it means. It's like a half of my life. I lived in the Czech Republic, and this decision to move to United States, I will make it in one day.
Wow.
I have a business in Czech Republic. I had a gym. I had friends, everything, and you know, one day I said, okay, I changed my life. I need to move, and that's all. You know, it's very hard decision for most people. It's not possible decision because you know it's very hard, and also new environment, new language, new people. In Czech Republic, I had a big. I had a lot of connections, you know, like a social friends and everything. Here I have only few, maybe, and in the start I had only Ed Connors, you know. He introduced me here. And also he brings me to 5%, you know, because he's a good friend with owner of 5%, and it's like a miracle, you know, because the end of September, the past year, the end of September,
yeah,
I was in the Czech Republic, and I had things like will be in Czech Republic next 10 years. I will improve my business. I will make some things, and in one day I make this decision like I will move, and the 5th of November, I'm here in this short amount of time.
So, you know, a lot of fans are going to want to know, where can they see you? Are you going to be making appearances for 5% at like the Arnold Classic, maybe Toronto Pro, the Olympia, the big shows coming up?
Yeah, the first show will be in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I think it will be 25, 27.
The Fit Expo, I think it's
this
called.
This month.
Yeah.
It will be 25, 27. It's a Fit Expo, LA Fit Expo. I will be there, and I also will be in an Arnold Classic in Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's 2 main shows, and after that in FIBO in Germany and the Body Power in United Kingdom. But it's time for the shows.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, people are going to start knowing who you are. Just like, you know, you don't need to compete necessarily, because a lot of pros, there's so many pro bodybuilders now. I don't even know who a lot of them are. There's just too many. But someone like yourself, you could become very, very influential, very popular. You could motivate a lot of people because they're going to see you at these shows. Because I remember Rich, you know, Rich Piana didn't compete. He used to have lines going all the way around the expo, people waiting to talk to him and take a picture with him. I think you're going to have a lot of fans. You're going to have.
It was, you know, for my interest, only for my interest. Yeah. I was on this September was on an expo in Arnold Classic in Spain.
Yeah, Europe. Yeah.
In Europe. I come to this expo with MNX Sports here, and it was only for my interest to see how people will react to me. You know, I need to be sure for this reaction. Yeah, I will. And they come to this expo, and I tell you that for 2 days in this expo, I think that I lost my hand, because I flex in my hand all the day, and I get like more than 2,000 photos with people, and it was a big line of people to me, and when I saw around, it was only about me, this because a whole expo, yeah, one time it was very full, but another time it was empty, but around me it was a crowd of people, and they make lanes for me, and also it was times that I'm lost fight to get a photo from me, and they and the funniest thing that they ask who you are. Another thing, that people came to you and they know who you are. They came directly to you to see you.
Here, they didn't even know who you are. They just that's before anybody knew who you are. Can you imagine, like, a year from now, 2 years from now, when everybody knows who you are? Man, you're gonna have your own security team around you to keep all the people in.
But they came around, see me, and said, "Wow, I need a photo with this guy." And after that, who you are, who I am, but this is the reason. After that show, I clearly realized that I need to, that this is my way. I can motivate people. I can be something like idol for people, and I can motivate people to change their lives. Like me, like I changed my life now,
So, okay. So everybody, if you're going to the Fit Expo in Los Angeles next month, you can see Ilya over there at the 5% booth. And a lot of the people watching this, I know you guys are all going to the Arnold Classic, Columbus, Ohio. You can definitely get a chance to see and hopefully get a picture with Ilya over there. Ilya, I want to say spasiba for the interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's cool to see somebody who's not famous yet, but I know you're going to be very, very famous very soon. So I'm glad I got to talk to you now before you get too popular, and it's harder to get an interview with you. So, great to meet you, sir. Welcome to the United States. Wishing you all the very best, and keep doing what you're doing, guy, because you're exceptional. You're a standout. You don't see somebody like you every day, even in a sport with a lot of big guys. You are definitely very, very different. So looking forward to see how the bodybuilding world, treats you and accepts you, because I know you're going to be very, very popular. So cool. Good luck with everything.
Thank you very much for interview, and thank you guys who did this interview for your attention. And it's really a pleasure for me to talk to you. And I think that you will enjoy this video.
Cool. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching Ronline Report. This has been Ron Harris with ILia GOLEM Yefimchyk. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Adding my product is going to help you get to where you want to be.
5%ers is 5% of the people in the world that are willing to do whatever it takes to reach their goals.
Come on,
We're talking about business, success, education, willing to do whatever it takes.
whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes